at the juices there just oozing out. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, taking this whole bad boy out. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to plate that. So, all right, that's Kayla's portion. I hope I have some for me. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tubby Time. Thanks for tuning in if it's your first time, and we've gained some subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. We'll give you a shout-out video at some point, once we get probably more than 30. That'd be nice. Anyway, tonight, we are cooking up something delicious. It's crappy out, it's raining. We want to do something inside that's simple and in our oven. So we are going to be making a meatloaf, but not any meatloaf. What are we making?
Meatloaf wrapped in bacon.
A bacon-wrapped meatloaf. That's right. So, we're going to go through the steps with you. Pretty simple, for the most part, as we can tell. So, Kayla's going to start us off with the glaze, as I chop up some veggies.
We're going to take a small bowl. Where's the brown sugar? We're going to add our ketchup. Where's the rubber spatula?
I don't know. Get your own goddamn rubber spatula.
Paprika. And brown sugar. Now we're just going to mix that all together. And here we have our glaze for the meatloaf.
That's for the meatloaf. You don't say. Wow, I thought we were making ham. So now that Kayla has our delicious glaze done, got a medium-sized bowl here, and I just diced up some, I don't know, maybe like a half of a green pepper and a half of a sweet onion. So we're starting with that. Nice and fine, sort of. I'm going to have my lovely assistant take out our beef. We have some spare money that we got this week just because we're so rich and successful on YouTube. So we were able to afford some ground beef. If you haven't been shopping lately, ground beef sucks right now. So $14 for
$13.69.
Nice. 3.05 pounds. We're going to use about 2 pounds. And while she's doing that, I'm going to add our next ingredient, which would be garlic.
How's that?
That looks perfect.
Nice.
Next, we're going to add some Worcestershire sauce. Add some salt and pepper.
I don't think you got enough pepper. I'm joking.
Salt.
Not too much.
I already said that.
Because the bacon's salty.
Breadcrumbs. These are stale, but I think they're going to be fine. 2 eggs. Watch me not get shell in this. Are you paying attention here? This is how you crack an egg. See that? If you'd like to see Kayla struggling at cracking eggs, I'll post a link. Oh, here we go. This should be good.
Can we do the next one?
Yep. Add a little bit of shell.
No shell. Because I'm a pro.
Wow, look at that. Now, if you were normal and not fat like us, this is basically where you'd stop. You'd mix everything together, and that's your normal meatloaf. I think besides peppers, the onion, breadcrumbs, egg, Worcestershire sauce, you got the ketchup, whatever. That's basically your normal meatloaf. We're going to kick it up a notch, make it 69 times better than this. We're adding a little bit of cayenne pepper. Now, this is optional. Like I said, we like our food spicy. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of this on here. Ooh, look at that. Damn, girl. Damn, girl. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to mix together. Would you like to do the honors? Okay. While she's doing that, I'm going to set up something very special. Doesn't that look delightful? Okay, so you saw what we have there. Now we're going to take our pan. Now, don't make the mistake that Kayla does every time she cooks something. She always uses something too small or too big.
No.
Her dating profile, she likes guys that are big. So, yeah. We have a 9x5 pan. And what's amazing about this is we get to coat this in bacon. I'm so excited. So I'm just going to drape this bacon over my... Would you like go? So you're going to start at one end. No, one end. The end.
That is one end.
No, that's not the end. That's the... So we're just going to go laying this out, and we want evenness on both sides. I'll hold it, you position it. How's that sound? Two people makes this much easier. And we're using one package of bacon for this.
Should they overlap?
No, just...
Oh, oops.
I mean, it's okay if they you want them touching, but you don't want them overlapping, because then you're just going to have a bacon mess. So we have about 2 inches maybe on each side. Also, folks, you want to use room temperature bacon. I'm just kidding. Someone forgot to take the bacon out of the freezer.
It wasn't me.
It was me. So I had to use the old thaw in the sink trick, which was gross. It's literally probably poisonous.
That one's kind of overlapping.
Okay, so so are we good?
Yeah.
All right, so we have enough here. We have 6 pieces left. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat the sides now and sort of wrap it around. So we'll just put it in the pan, just like so, and you'll lay it like upwards, I guess.
What are you doing?
You want to coat the side like that. You see what I'm doing there?
Yeah. So it is overlapping.
Makes sense, yeah. And then we'll just throw whatever else we have in there. Who cares?
What?
What? I'm moving the camera in here. It's the finished product. So we have a nice bacon cocoon. So now what we want to do is we want to take our glaze that Kayla made so successfully. We're going to take our brush and we're just going to coat the bottom of the pan. Probably, I don't know how much we're going to use here. But we're coating the bacon. We're giving it a nice wet cocoon to sit in. So we just have it nice and even like that. Not too much. And then we're going to pour our loaf. Probably couldn't see that because that was a little hefty. Just like Kayla. Press it down. And then we take our bacon and drape it over. This is where the magic happens. We're just slowly
Looks good.
Okay, this is what we're left with. Now we're just going to screw everything up. So we're going to flip it onto the sheet now. That was the most aggressive flip I have ever seen. And ladies and gentlemen, look at that. That's beautiful. I am just going to do a little bit on top, not much.
Are you supposed to?
I don't know.
Well, what are you supposed to do at the
We
end?
wing the recipe so you don't have to. So we're going to actually really coat it at the end. So we have our oven preheating to 350. And I'm just doing a quick glaze, nothing special. So we're going to leave our glaze out. We're going to throw this in the oven, 350, 50 minutes, 50 minutes. And we will see how we're doing. So like I said, we wanted to get a deep tray for this because we don't want the bacon grease to go all over the place like it has in the past. So, yes. We're going to put this in the oven. We'll come back when we're ready to glaze the rest of it. So it's been 50 minutes, 50, not 15. I want to get an internal temp of this thing. We want it to be at 165, I believe. So I'm just going to stick my probe in. See where we're at. At this point, we're going to glaze the rest of it. This has actually been sitting out. I wanted this to be room temperature. So we're going to dump the rest of the glaze. Now we still got a good amount. Looks like we're reading about 120 right now. So we still got plenty of time. Keep the oven at 350. Our oven runs a little hot, as you've seen in other videos. But I'm just gonna dump this glaze on. Actually, no, screw this. Just dump it just on. Just looking like a snack here. I might have to use Kayla's rubber spatula. Don't tell her. Just gonna coat this evenly, as even as I can. And you got a lot of meat here, so we want it to be evenly coated. Oh, you can smell the cayenne and the paprika. It smells so good. I just want to eat this, except I die of something probably. So I love Kayla, but I mean, to be honest, I'd marry this in a heartbeat. A little difficult. I might have put a little too much glaze in the bottom, but we're getting mostly all sides, I would say. By the way, we purchased another grill brush the other day, a smaller one, so Kayla can use it. Bought her something her little hands can handle. All right, folks, we're going to put this back in the oven, still at 350 for about another 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Yeah, this takes forever, but whatever. It's only like 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, our finished product. So, I didn't do an oven reveal. First reason, had to rest 10 minutes. It's actually been resting for about 12 now. The second reason was our oven is a piece of shit. So it happens to cook weirdly. And I had to leave it in, I would say the first half of cooking was 50 minutes before we glazed it. The second portion was about 25. It's supposed to be 15 to 20, but we did 25. We're at 165 internal temp. Look at it oozing off. Look at the juices there just oozing out. Oh, it's so hot. Oh. So I think I'm just going to leave it in this pan and let the grease just do its thing. And we are going to do a taste test. So I'm going to do a cut in the middle because...
why not?
Why not? Spatula! No, a spatula!
It's a rubber spatula!
Taking this whole bad boy out. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can see that on camera because I don't know if I'm in frame or not because it's very heavy. I'm just going to plate that like so. Alright, that's Kayla's portion. I hope I have some for me. So let's cut off one piece. And actually what's sort of nice about this is the bacon acts as your guide, I would say. Bacon's a little hard to cut through, so. It is very juicy. Bacon on the bottom, it's not too bad. It's a little weird, but
weird.
It's not crispy. So, oh, it's just falling apart. It looks delicious. I'm gonna give you that. Right, ready?
I really like the sauce. The glaze. Meatloaf is good. I don't like the wiggly bacon. I like crispy bacon.
Yeah, the crispy bacon. Maybe we used a little too much bacon. Maybe you really should stick to like not a whole pack. But the bacon's cooked. I mean, it's been in the oven for.
Yeah, it's cooked. I just don't like wobbly bacon.
This whole time, I mean, that was what? 100, yeah. Maybe we should take that piece, the crispy piece.
The end, yeah.
Maybe.
It's really good though. Yeah. The glaze is great. The spices.
Like that's the darkness that the interior bacon is.
Spices are really good.
It tastes fine.
I like the meatloaf.
Yeah. So we're gonna go be fat, but the peppers are a little weird too.
I like the peppers.
Do you like the peppers?
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was like a jalapeno or something in there.
Yeah, but you don't want to overdo it. Like I feel like that might
does not overdo it.
No, that might like mask some of the other flavors.
I think it's great. I actually probably could have used a little more glaze. Maybe glazing it before putting it in the oven and then another glaze after.
You did glaze it before putting it in
the oven. I mean like before the first time. Like we did the underneath, the undercarriage, but not the top. So maybe we'll do that next time. That concludes another episode of Tubby Time. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button wherever I put it on the screen. Like, comment, dislike.
Don't dislike.
We'll see you next time.